Well, if you've been watching my videos, I bet you're already spotting economic mistakes in the media. Here's an example. Let's see if you can catch it. The Republican National Committee posts a weekly response to Obama's weekly video. Let's see who's talking this week.
Hi, I'm Haley Barber. It's budget time for a lot of states, and we governors, Republicans and Democrats alike, are working to balance our budgets.
Okay, this is Haley Barber. He's the current governor of Mississippi. In his response, after he tells a joke, he's going to make a valid accounting of some recent government spending. But hidden in there is some economic nonsense. Let's see if you can spot it.
One of our old senators used to joke about the federal budget. He said it was like a newborn baby, insatiable appetite at one end and total irresponsibility at the other. This astronomical record federal deficit would be accompanied by the largest tax increases in history. But trillions of new taxes won't nearly cover all the new spending. So our children and grandchildren will be saddled with trillions more in debt. And this budget blowout comes on top of the debt for the $787 billion Obama stimulus package, the $410 billion omnibus appropriations bill passed by Congress this month, the $300 billion the Federal Reserve said this week it would spend to buy U.S. government bonds, and the $750 billion the Fed announced just Wednesday it would spend to buy mortgage-backed securities. Trillions and trillions in new spending mean record tax increases and record government debt.
Well, did you catch it? Okay, well let's just hear the part where he goes off the rails.
The $300 billion the Federal Reserve said this week it would spend to buy U.S. government bonds.
What? Part of the national debt is savings bonds. When the government buys bonds back, it's reducing the national debt. Let's take a look at this chart. At the top, Grandpa takes Tommy to buy a savings bond. Tommy is loaning some of his birthday money to the government. The government gives him back a bond. Well, that bond is not legal tender. It's not transferable. It even has Tommy's name printed on it. So the U.S. money supply got smaller and the national debt got bigger. At the bottom, Tommy got the best of Grandpa and talked him into cashing in the bond so he can buy a new Nintendo game. Tommy gets cash and it goes right into the money supply, and the government has paid its loan to Tommy. The national debt just got a little smaller. So when Haley Barber listed a lot of recent government expenses that add to the national debt, he shouldn't have mentioned the $300 billion in bonds the government paid off. That reduced our national debt by $300 billion. There is still a gluttonous amount of debt being created without needing to add a fallacious example. Every day from the left and right, we hear economic garbage injected into their message.